Alrighty, it is Tuesday. We are going to take a look at a conundrum. Dun, dun, dun. Remember, a conundrum is a situation that does not have one correct answer, but you have to defend your answer with the facts that you are told or shown, okay? Today's conundrum is going to be about a species of a fox, okay? There is going to be a new fox that has been discovered, and we have to help determine something about this fox. Here it goes.
Conundrums, created by Astronova School. Number 3. The Fox Conundrum. Alright, I've got a question for you. A new species of fox is discovered. 4 people helped to find it. But who was most important to making this discovery? Option A. The hiker. An experienced hiker first found the tracks of the fox, noticed that they looked unusual, and told the local park ranger. Option B. The park ranger. The park ranger agreed with the hiker that these tracks were strange and hired a tracker to find the new species of fox. Option C. The tracker. The tracker was hired by the park ranger and followed the fox for 6 weeks but never quite caught it. Option D. The farmer. The fox, exhausted from the tracker chasing after it, fell asleep on the front porch of a farmer who thought, "Hey, this fox looks different," and reported it to the local park ranger. So, who deserves the most credit for finding this new species of fox? Are you Team Hiker, Team Park Ranger, Team Tracker, or Team Farmer?
Okay, let's get ready to write down the facts from our video here. On Seesaw, go ahead and click on your activities to refresh your feed. You will see conundrum number 3, the fox. You're going to click on add response. Before you discuss and share your ideas and reasons, we're going to write down the facts, okay? For the fox conundrum, who deserves the most credit for discovering the fox, okay? Let's watch this again and take a look at the hiker, okay? The hiker, what do we find about the hiker?
Conundrums, created by Astronova School. Number 3. The Fox Conundrum. Alright, I've got a question for you. A new species of fox is discovered. 4 people helped to find it. But who was most important to making this discovery? Option A. The hiker. An experienced hiker first found the tracks of the fox, noticed that they looked unusual, and told the local park ranger. Option B.
All right, so what did hiker A do? We've got her facts here. Ooh, look at that fun little one. Okay, so the hiker, option A, noticed the fox's tracks and reported them.
Put it in the chat, please.
I always will. Alrighty, so this hiker was on a hike and noticed the fox's tracks and reported them. This conundrum is different because there are 4 options instead of 3 as we've been used to. You guys are getting more advanced. Alrighty, option B is the park ranger. Let's find a fact about the park ranger.
The park ranger. The park ranger agreed with the hiker that these tracks were strange and hired a tracker to find the new species of fox. Option C.
Alrighty, so the park ranger hired a tracker to find the species of fox. So hired a tracker to find the species of fox. So the hiker noticed the tracks and told the park ranger. The park ranger agreed and hired a tracker to go find that species of fox. So the park ranger spent the money. All righty, we're getting to the tracker. What did the tracker do? Here we go.
The tracker. The tracker was hired by the park ranger and followed the fox for 6 weeks but never quite caught it. Option D.
All right, so hired by the park ranger, followed the fox for 6 weeks but never caught it. Spent 6 weeks of his life trying to find it. Spent 6 weeks following the fox but never caught it. Lots of work, not a lot of payout for the tracker. Tracker put in a lot of work and a lot of time. And then we've got the farmer. What did the farmer do?
The farmer. The fox, exhausted from the tracker chasing after it, fell asleep on the front porch of a farmer who thought, "Hey, this fox looks different," and reported it to the local park ranger. So, who deserves the most credit for finding this new species of fox?
All right, and then we've got the farmer. The farmer did not do any work, did not put in any time or effort, just walked on its porch and saw it. So the farmer found the fox sleeping on its porch and called to report it. No work, but the
Yes,
farmer
sister.
is the only one who has ever seen it. So that is an interesting note right there. Okay. All right, I want you to take these facts and I want you to think about who you think deserves the most credit for discovering the fox. You're going to go share your ideas in your breakout room. Who do you think deserves the most credit for discovering the fox? Okay, share your ideas. Be ready to share with me when you get back. All righty, we know the facts. We've heard the events of the discovery. What are your opinions? Levin, who deserves the most credit for finding this new species of fox?
I think it's the hiker. So the reason why I think it's a hiker because I think it's in between the hiker and the farmer
Okay, why so?
because the park ranger because the hiker found the
Tracks.
yes.
Mhm.
No, it was actually fur.
Yeah, it was strange. The video said tracks, but then she was holding fur. So yeah, you're right. So she found some fur and or some tracks. Okay, and you think that was kind of the starting point.
Yeah, because the park ranger just called somebody,
Mm,
and the tracker didn't even find him.
okay. So even though a lot
Then
of work was put in, it didn't pay off for much.
and then the farmer was one, but I think it's mostly the farmer though because she was the one who really saw the species.
Mm, yep. Okay. So you're kind of between two, the person who got the ball rolling or the person who actually saw it.
Mhm.
All
Then she
right.
reported it.
Okay. Tim, what are your thoughts?
The hiker, I mean, not the hiker, just the farmer. The farmer actually saw it. the species and reported it, and they other people into put so much work into finding it they couldn't find it. But
Okay.
not the hiker, the farmer actually saw
Okay. So even though the farmer didn't really put in work, all the farmer did was open their front door. You're saying they're the one that had eyes on it first. So that's what makes sense. All right. Aiden G, what is your opinion?
I put so my person is the my person is the park ranger because the park ranger got 2 reports of it, so the park ranger should have it.
So the park ranger's job kind of put them in a position to get the credit. A different opinion from what we've heard. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Terrence.
I think that the farmer deserves the most credit because she found the fox.
Okay. So the person who actually found it, you think, even though they didn't do a lot of work. All right. Well, this is very interesting. In the past, we've all been between like a few of them, but we're a little bit more spread out here. I haven't heard anybody say the tracker. Did anybody think the tracker should get credit? Interesting. Wow. Yes, Leah.
So I have a decision between the tracker and the hiker because the whole thing wouldn't started because the tracker. Well, I mean the hiker would have got the tracks, but if she wasn't there, they wouldn't. But
Okay.
The tracker, if he wasn't there, they wouldn't be able to get the fox because he chased it down, and that's what made them get the fox because the farmer got it.
Ah, so Leah says the tracker is who wore the farmer or the fox out so that it slept on the farmer's porch. If the tracker hadn't been following it, then it wouldn't have been tired. Now that's interesting. I had not even thought of that, Leah. Thank you for that perspective. Yes, Aiden.
So I choose the park ranger and the tracker. They should both share it because the tracker he so actually I'm going the hiker and the park ranger and the farmer because they should share it equally because the farmer found it, the hiker found clues, and the park ranger got 2 reports about it.
Okay. Interesting. So a little bit of a sharing perspective here. All right. Any other thoughts? Okay. I am going to ask you if you would please on slide 2, go ahead and document your decision. Who deserves the most credit for finding this new species of fox? Put down the name of the person that you have agreed upon or come to, and then explain why. Why does that person deserve the most credit? When you are done, you can go ahead and click on that green check. I know some of you will want to record, so I will be silent and mute everybody else and give you about a minute and a half to get that done. Get to work.